Wait, is this real? Wait, let me translate this. If anyone knows more about this, I'm embarrassed. My older brother, who is 31 years old, withdrew money from my grandmother, who is 82 years old, without permission, and transferred it to his own account, and used it all to pay for games. The brother unilaterally stated that the total amount was about 40 million yen, and that since it was a civil matter, he would not be held responsible for any crime. Is there no other option but to just accept it? I want them to refund me somehow and punish me. That is crazy, man. Are these like transactions or what? Let me see. What game is this? 2023. Oh, he bought the premium. 15,800 yen. So these are like the receipts, the transactions. 40 million. How much is 40 million yen? 200k USD? I mean, how many pages are this statement? Yo. So he stole his grandma's money. Why would you do that? I mean, I guess the grandma doesn't need the money anymore, eh? Look like red. 250k isn't a crime? Because it's the grandma though, right? Like, is it a crime if you steal your grandma's money? It's more like a family thing, right? Like, again, it depends on the law in that country. If you steal money from a stranger, it's a crime. But if you steal from a family, is it a crime? Let's say you steal money from your parents. You go and take money from them, and then your parents report to police. I think the police wouldn't care. In Brazil, it's a crime because it's like your own family. Like, it's more like a family problem than a, you know? It's still stealing. It's still stealing, but it's like a family kind of thing. I don't know how to say it, but it's like, it's a bit complicated, I guess. If the charges are over a year old, he might be effed. It's stealing even if you tell them a different reason. I'm not sure. I think it's a bit more complicated when it's family. Because... Now, here's the thing though. Why did the grandma allow him... Like, you gotta think this from a different perspective. Why did the grandma allow him to withdraw the money in the first place, right? So how did he know the grandmother's account number and stuff? So if the grandmother let him know his account number, like, whose fault is it, right? Like, because like at the end of the day, like, how do you know whose fault it is? Because like it's very complicated for this. Like, if let's say you guys have a bank account, you let your friend know your bank account's password. Is it your friend's fault for stealing your money, or is it your fault for giving him your password? If you go to the court, I think it's still illegal. No, it's not. No, it's not, because you give your password away. Like, why would you give your password away? It would be elder exploitation, which is a crime. Reading the thread, and the dude is freaking 31 years old. I thought he's 13 years old. Damn. Stolen 210k was only asked to cut contact with e-girl. Huh. He even have a... Wait, he has a wiki page? Oh, okay, this is a different person. I was like, what is that about? That's a different guy. It's not related to the story. He's having a gambling addiction. Being a NEET. I'm trying to understand the entire scenario if anyone has a better context of this. This is the game if anyone is curious. It's a mobile MMO. Mobile MMO. Magic Sword Legend. I'm sure if you contact the game developers, they would refund. The grandma is the actual player. Most game developers do refund, but I'm sure like some are a little bit more difficult. But you can just refund the whole thing if you want to, and then they will ban your account. But then again, yeah, it's a bit different. Trying to get those rare lucky box items where you can only get them from spendings. At least that was my experience from playing Korean MMOs in the past. The name alone, Magic Sword Legends, sounds like a red flag to me. Bro spent 60% of the money on getting his shiny red weapon from plus 14 enhancement. Never touch mobile MMO. 31 years old stealing grandparents' retirement fund for mobile games. This is just sad. It's really sad, like, but I feel like there's much more complexity to this. I don't think the story is just that simple. I think, yeah, I'm curious to know like the full detail of the story, right? Wait, who's the one that posted this? The Pikachu head, is it? Let's see. I'm curious to see. He did more reply. It is highly likely that because they were relatives, they knew the trial would be tough. Okay. What pisses me off even more is that it wasn't used for self-investment or anything like that, but for Magic Sword Legend. Damn. This game must be the best game ever. He was the most respected. Legally, you will lose in trial if you purposely gave your bank info. Unless it's a scam, it's a different story. Yeah, and I'm not familiar with Japanese laws as well, right? I think in Japan maybe the law is a bit different. I think every country has their own law, but yeah, it is a bit more complex than that. I agree. I'll be happy if it was self-investment. What on earth is Magic Sword Legend? Damn. In a criminal trial, once the sentence is finalized, you don't get a single yen back. So you should just quietly go through with civil trial. In a criminal trial, once the sentence is finalized, you don't get the single yen back. So let's say, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, right? So if somebody steal your money and they spend it on something, you go to court, you don't get the money back. That's true, actually. You usually don't get the money back. So in the end, you end up wasting your time. Sure, you might put the person in prison, but the important thing is you don't really get the money back. The only way you get the money back is if you refund, or this developer or whatever of Magic Sword Legend gives it back to you. He goes to jail. But does it matter though? Does it matter if he goes to jail or not? You want the money back, right? The gameplay looks terrible. I mean, I'm sure some people like it, you know? You have to sue them through civil court to get it back. It's also a criminal offense. But to sue someone, you also need a lawyer, and then there's like a lot of process. I don't know. There's so much. Who's going to sue them, right? The grandma already don't have the money. the grandma already bankrupt. You want the grandma to sue this person to hire? How can the grandma hire a lawyer? He either pay it back or put him in prison. It might not be the same in Japan. You sue for damages, but to bring legal proceeding. Okay, who is going to give back the money then? Like, let's be logical here. Who is going to give back the money? Let's say you sue this guy. Let's say this guy is going to be put in the. Let's say this guy is wrong in the court. The judge say, okay, this guy is at fault. So, but how do you get back the money? You can't get back the money because the money is now in the company's bank account. Where who is going to give you the money back, right? Like, that's a lot of money, man. 250,000. So who is going to give you back? No one. So it's a lose-lose. I feel like I wouldn't say lose-lose, but like at the end of the day, you don't get anything back. Sure, you could put this guy in prison, but I guess you get your revenge back, I guess. Human dishwasher. Some countries will remove it from salary pension. Really? You're gonna take other people's pension and give it to this person? I don't know. Is that how it works? The bank can force refund from the developer? I'm not sure if they can. Can they? What if the developer don't have the money anymore? Because you need to think in the context, you're assuming the developer have the money in their bank account. What if the developer has also spent their money as well? Right? Like, it's so hard, right? Like, the moment you spend your money, let's say you buy something, the other person used that money to buy something else. Now the money has transferred far, far away. I mean, like, you just can't, right? In my country, the perpetrator has to work and pay her back. I think that's probably the best method to do it, but it's so difficult because this is a lot of money, right? This is not like... What if the devs... what if the developers are broke? Yeah, what if the developers file for bankruptcy? And the game EOS. You don't get your money back. GG. Why would they refund? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't even know if this is... What is this? Is this a credit card? I assume it is, right? It is a credit card statement. This looks like a Google Play statement. You can refund if it's a credit card. But if it's any other method, let's say you go and buy like a Google Play credit or stuff, I don't think you can refund. That's why a lot of scammers like to use Google Play credit. Or like Apple... Is there Apple credit? I'm not sure. Those are harder to refund. But yeah, it's... Man, it's so scary, man. So hopefully, you know, if you guys have like any... If you guys have any like old grandparents, you guys should probably protect them as well, right? Because like, usually like, you know, grandparents are... Or like the older people, they will always fall for these kind of things. Which is kind of sad, but that's just how the world works, right? Like, because they are less... I guess most old people are like less tech savvy. And they will always fall victim into this. I'm guessing she get manipulated into thinking that this is going to be for something else. But that is a lot of... Holy. That is a lot of money spent on this game. I'm curious, I want to check out what's the game again? Magic... This game. Huh. MMO, is it? I guess just to get the top ranks, eh? It's a dude game. It's a dude game. I don't know, man. Oh, there's a waifu. Alright, there's a waifu. That game is always at top on Bilibili. Wait, really? Ah, man. Is it an MMO? It looks like MMO. Oh, look at that. You can buy all of these weapons. No wonder he wants to... No wonder he spent so much. He's trying to collect all the weapons. Why it looks so fake? Is there something that I can watch or not?
代価は何を洗うのだ
Oh.
君の全部もいらないよ今ログインすると新種族の多くを贈呈激強ダメージなんださらに期間限定無料200連ガチャを無料贈呈特典コード VIP4399 を入力すると1億限定ダイヤをゲットまだダウンロードしないのか
What? Wait, what are they doing at the back? Do you guys saw the op?
ダウンロードしないのか
What is he doing at the back? But yeah, this is a weird game to spend that much money on, man. What the heck?